Hey everyone! So last night we decided to pretty much just get together and have a few drinks to celebrate a majority of our tests being over. We still have finals next week, but we pretty much just wanted to chill out. So we ended up drinking, and I didn't post a vlog. But nothing particularly important happened yesterday anyway, so there's really no loss there. Today, I finally got my visa! Yay! Hold on, let me grab it out of my bag really fast. Oh wait, it's not in my bag. It's right here. Hold on. Wait. Right there. New stamp thingy that says that I will be here for a year. Which means I can finally get a phone and a bank account. Yes! But apparently, they aren't even taking our bank account information on the 10th, which seems weird. So, yeah. That probably means we're not getting our scholarships until after school starts, which is the end of September, which sucks. So I'm pretty much just gonna have to live off my savings. Not to mention that the exchange rate is at 89 yen to a dollar right now, which is horrible. So I had to go exchange money today to pay for my visa, and I had to exchange $100 because they wouldn't let me just exchange 50. So that kind of sucked. But anyway, today I decided to talk about a few interesting topics that I just happened to notice in Japan since I've been here. And I had to write them down, otherwise I would forget. And hopefully this isn't a really long video. I mean, it's already pushing on 2 minutes, and I haven't even started talking about it, so that's slightly disturbing. So maybe I'll just pick out like a few that I want to talk about. But anyway, so to start with, on the train, there tends to be some perverts in Japan. And so in the morning during rush hour and at night during rush hour after work and before work, there's a women's only train car. Actually, I think it's 2 train cars, and they're at the very front of the train. So those are just reserved for girls, so they don't have to worry about like dudes being all up on them, which is cool because yeah, you get in those trains and you get squished, and you're, chest is up against some dude's back, and like, you got some dude up on you, and yeah, it's a little strange, but whatever. Most of the time, it's not as packed, so it's kind of okay. And another thing I was going to mention is, okay, when they advertise stuff, they have these little barcodes. They don't even look like legit. Well, okay, here I have one on my visa. These. Wait, these. They have those everywhere. Like, they'll have them on billboards, and what happens is you take a picture of it with your phone, and it can take you to a website, like that particular product's website. It's insane. They have these for like online shops and all these different things. So it's pretty interesting because I've never seen this before. I came here and I was like, what the heck is that? And then my friend's like, you take a picture with your phone, and craziness. Speaking of advertising, though, the way that they advertise in Japan would seem pretty absurd if they advertise this way in America. There's people standing out on the street. They pass out tissues with their company's information on it. They pass out fans with like pictures of their products on either side because it's super hot in Japan. You need fans. They pass out flyers all the time. Like, you don't really see that happening very often in America. And the election was last week, and people were driving around in cars with these really loud loudspeakers and, like yelling their slogans and stuff, just driving around all day. Like, you'd hear it when you were in class, you'd hear it when you were in your room. But yeah, that's how they advertise. It's insane. Like, you would never really see people doing that in the US. So besides that, okay, so behind me I have like laundry hanging up, and that's because they really don't use dryers in Japan. They have washers, and then you hang up your clothes to dry. It's pretty standard. And okay, I was also going to talk about my bathroom. The entire basis of having a bathtub is not to wash yourself in. It's to soak yourself in. So typically, you wash yourself, like shampoo your hair and use body wash outside of the tub in just your bath area, and use the hose thing to clean it all off, and then you just soak in the bath. that's pretty much the purpose. But then I'm lazy and I just take showers, so whatever. And besides that, okay, driving. Obviously, drivers in Japan, they drive on the opposite side of the road, which I'm sure a lot of people have heard of. So that's not like super uncommon. So I just figured I'd throw that in there for anyone who didn't know. And also, whenever you go into, well, certain restaurants, whenever you go to people's houses, you always take off your shoes. So make sure you wear like cute socks. Also, when you try on clothes in dressing rooms, they ask you to take off your shoes too. And speaking of dressing rooms, there's like this, it kind of reminds me of a drying sheet, and it's shaped like almost like a bag, and you put it over your face, and so you can try on clothes without getting your makeup on the clothes, which is genius. I don't know why they don't do this in America, because there's so much damaged clothes on the rack because people get makeup on it. But yeah, they have these makeup mask bags that you put over your head while you're trying on clothes. So that's pretty awesome. Keeps your makeup intact and all that stuff. And another thing that I love about Japan is around 8:30 at night, the supermarket has these crazy sales on like dinner items, like tonkatsu, karage, like all their fresh made food. They totally mark down, like half off at 8:30 because they close at 10. So I'll go 8:30. I'll get stuff half off, like a $2 big bowl of like curry with tonkatsu on it. $2. Like, it's an amazing deal. So look out for those if you're ever in Japan, the late night sales. And another thing I have written down on here is, okay, so there's a ton of massage parlors, karaoke places, restaurants, bars, etc. here. And it may not seem like a big business in America, but Japan is like completely different. For one, people get cramped all the time. Like, the spaces that you live in are really small. You're cramped in like trains all day. You're cramped in your cubicle. Like, people need massages. I feel like I need a massage every day, but that's because I'm like tall and getting squished in these small places. So yeah, I feel like I need a massage all the time. So no wonder these places are in business. And the thing about like karaoke bars and stuff like that is because everyone lives in these really tiny apartments, and not even houses, like just like apartments, and they can't host people where they live. So hosting typically requires you going out to a bar or a restaurant or a karaoke bar, and that's where you get people together and have gatherings and stuff. It's not very typical for people to have group gatherings in their own homes because their homes are very tiny. And that's totally understandable. When I went to my uncle's apartment in Osaka, I was like this all the time because it barely fit. And I did my nails yesterday, BT dubs. It doesn't catch very well on camera. It's very nicely gradated, and I love it. But yeah, that was a lot of talking. So yeah, sorry I didn't have a vlog yesterday, but at least I have one today, and it's getting really, really long. My bad. So I hope you enjoyed some informative bits of information. But yeah, that's about it. I'm just gonna eat some instant ramen. Chill tonight. We were thinking of doing karaoke, but I don't know yet. We might do that tomorrow. But hopefully this weekend I'll be getting a phone because I got my visa. So look out for that. I will have interesting updates